Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the show Amazing People, episode 19. I'm your host, Valerian Dalmaida, and with me, my co host, Rajesh Sequeira. Before we start the show, let's watch Spearhead Media journey in the last 7 years.
The Spearhead Media Group, a media house with a difference and making a difference. We aim to do what Ted Williams says, a well-aimed spear is worth 3. The company headquartered in Bangalore on Karnataka's west coast with a mission to engage, enlighten, empower, enable and serve as a beacon of hope and unity for Kannadigas worldwide is doing that successfully for the last 7 years. It is a crowd-funded media company fulfilling a noble mission. From our shareholders to our employees, our mission is to provide the power of the media to those who need it most, the people, and hence the tagline, People's Corporate. Today, all media products of the Spearhead Group have hit their benchmark milestones and are going from strength to strength with your blessings and support. The media brands newskarnataka.com, an English news portal, newskannada.com, a Kannada news portal, are the most loved, trusted, exciting and preferred news websites to come out of Karnataka in a long time. Why? Because they were born out of passion for the truth and constantly live up to their tagline, Truth Endures. Additionally, there is NK TV, a digital TV channel, NK Plus, a weekly e-magazine dedicated to the youth of Karnataka, Karnataka Today, an English monthly publication, and NK Live, the live streaming platform, all of which have already become the preferred destination for consumers, disseminators of information, and brand builders across the world. Village TV commenced in October 2019, slowly heading in creating jobs by engaging journalism and other faculty students across Karnataka in journalism and video editing, fulfilling the concept, earn while you learn. NK Digital Training Enablement Services, NKDTES, a e-learning platform born during pandemic, is gaining clientele for training online and skill development. Spearhead Academy of Applied Media Studies, SAMS, is emerging to support the Village TV in creating jobs in journalism and video editing as rural development program. From a humble beginning today, we contribute in a small but powerful way towards promoting positive and ethical journalism, and we stand committed to our mission to engage, enlighten, empower and enable who need it most, the people.
Let's begin the show. Amazing People, episode 19. Today we have with us 4 amazing women achievers. I invite Ashwini Hulla, Assistant Professor, Canara Engineering College, Vice Chairwoman in Engineering Affinity Group, IEEE Bangalore section and Mangaluru subsection, and member PA Committee Region 10 Asia Pacific. Ashwini Hulla is the one who initiated this show. To introduce today's guest, I call upon Ashwini Hulla.
Well, a warm good evening to everybody and many thanks News Karnataka, Mr. Valerian and Raj. My sincere thanks also to Professor UC Niranjan, Chair Mangalore subsection for 2020, as well as Dr. Suresh Jangam Shetty and Dr. Bindu Thomas, who actually encouraged us to start with this. So it's a very pleasant privilege that I have here to introduce the 4 pioneer ladies who have joined us here. Many thanks for having made time for this today. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Dr. Deepa Shenoy, Madam's Bachelor's, Master's and PhD, has been at Bangalore University, currently a Professor Dean Faculty of Engineering Sciences at Bangalore University. She is also the Chair-elect for IEEE Bangalore section. Professor P. Deepa Shenoy has a rich teaching experience of 35 years with 20 years in research. She has to her credit over 200 international journals and conference publications and research grants amounting to lakhs of rupees. She has also authored 3 books, and to her credit, she has won several national and international awards Notable is the Region 10 Outstanding Branch Counselor Award. Many people, over 20 students, have benefited her mentorship in PhD guidance, and she has held various offices in the university. Madam has been the chairperson, Department of CSE, Faculty of Engineering, Placement Officer, Branch Advisor, Branch Counselor IEEE at UVC, Nodal Officer, TechIP, and her research interests are in data mining, machine learning, social networks, and bioinformatics. Moving over to another distinguished guest amongst us, Dr. Ramalatha Marimuthu. It's indeed a pleasure to have you, madam, with us today. She has been an educator for more than 3 decades with a vast experience in motivating and training the students on skill development, and is known for her guidance to students in developing unique implementations for social problems like inclusiveness and accessibility in day-to-day life for people with special needs. She has received many awards from IEEE, Lions Club, Government of Tamil Nadu, India, and Anita Borg Institute for Women in Technology in California for effecting positive changes in the community through technology. She has delivered lectures on assistive technology all over the world, including Google at Mountain View and Richland. She is the founder and general chair of Youth Endeavors in Social Innovations through Science and Technology, the ESS 12, which encourages students and young professionals to innovate for the benefit of humanity through training and competitions. Happy to have you with us, madam. We have another multifaceted personality, an engineer by education, scientist by profession, activist, wife, mother, social entrepreneur, and the list goes on. Dr. Tejaswini Ananthkumar. Her achievements are spread across working on the LCA project, founding Adamya Chetana, and driving several firsts in green lifestyle, environmental changes, and all in her own unique way. She has founded and runs the Adamya Chetana since 1997, along with several initiatives on rural development and environmental issues. Srimati Tejaswini's work at Adamya Chetana through dozens of projects has positively impacted nourishment, learning, and health of lakhs of underprivileged children, improved the conditions in many villages, and helping increase green cover of Bengaluru. She has been involved in Annapurna program running from 4 kitchens from Bengaluru, Hubli, Kalburgi, and Jodhpur, with state-of-the-art kitchens delivering hot, nutritious, and tasty midday meals to over 1.5 lakhs of underprivileged schools every day, daily. By reducing garbage, reusing the paper, water, bio-waste, and recycling, the rest is into compost. The kitchen has become totally zero garbage kitchen. Initiatives like Green Bharat, Nature Science Internship Program keeps her on her toes. A unique internship program, including children, teachers, and experts from IISc who try to map the ecosystem around their area and try to understand the nature, covering animals, birds, insects, trees, water, etc. She's also involved in many other initiatives as Chinnara Chetana, Arogya Chetana, Raktadan.org, etc. Well, more from the lady herself later. We have with us Ms. Viji Ranganna, a Senior Director, Engineering. She heads the RF and Analog team at Qualcomm, Bengaluru. She has a bachelor's in ECE from UVC, Bengaluru, and master's in Electrical Engineering from SDSU, USA. Her 2 to 3 decades of experience has been in companies like Synopsys, Intel, and Broadcom, LSI, with more than a decade at Qualcomm. She has been involved with 40 plus tapeouts at Qualcomm and has also led IP and physical design teams there. A very well-respected technical leader at Qualcomm, Viji is very passionate about technology. She has been scaling the efforts in transferring the experiences at mentoring future women leaders, working closely with women's forums and many more institutions to her leadership role in the organization. She has started the Qualcomm engineering, just a minute. She started the Qualcomm Women in Science and Engineering chapter for Bangalore Design Center and now leads the Core Women BDC, the Bangalore Design chapter, working with Global Diversity and Inclusion Charter, building a sustaining community, especially during the rise of COVID-19 on personal front. Madam is married with a daughter in the medical college. Her hobbies are travel, running, walking, Zumba, cooking, and she has visited over 25 countries and counting. She has run several 10,000 kilometers and participated in Oxfam 100 kilometer and 50 kilometer walks and marathons. Happy to have you with us. Over to you, Valerian.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashwini, for introducing all the 4 women stalwarts here. And they are special in their own field. And now I request Dr. Anandi Giridharan, Principal Scientist, IISc Bangalore, Chairwoman in Engineering Affinity Group, IEEE Bangalore section, for her introductory message. Thank you, Anandi Madam.
Thank you. A very good evening to all. It's a great privilege and honor to be part of this International Women's Day celebration among pioneer ladies. I am Anandi Giridharan, serving as Chair, Women in Engineering Affinity Group, IEEE Bangalore section. I am working as Principal Research Scientist at ECE Department, Indian Institute of Science. IEEE Bangalore section is a global community to innovate for a better tomorrow through highly cited publications, conferences, specially focusing on the technology and standards and professional activities. To cater to the needs of various domains, IEEE has various societies such as ComSoc, Photonics, CIS, etc. So based on their expertise, one can choose to be a part of any of this society. IEEE Women in Engineering is a specialized group in IEEE dedicated to promoting women engineers, inspiring the girls around the world to follow their academic interest in career in engineering and science. We are working to upgrade ourselves at the global level, working as a unit to contribute our individual strength to develop our research. I welcome all such wonderful women achievers like our guests to be a part of this affinity group and to share their immense knowledge and expertise to wider community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ananda Madam, and thank you for introducing IEEE, to all our viewers and their achievements and work. Now, let's begin the show. I welcome everyone to the show, the viewers, and especially our guests. And welcome to the talk show, Amazing People, episode 19. Dr. Deepa, Shenoy, Dr. Ramalatha, Dr. Tejaswini, and Viji. Now, I request you to all, what are your first reactions about the show? I will start with Dr. Tejaswini.
Good evening, everyone. I am so happy to be here for this IEEE's North Karnataka, Bangalore and Mysore Women's Day event, because especially I come from North Karnataka. I studied in Hubli. I did my engineering in Hubli, and that too in electronics. So it's very close to my heart. I'm so happy to attend this program. And when it comes to online program, it's so good that being in South Karnataka, I'm able to attend this event because of the wonderful online connect that this platform has made. News Karnataka have done this wonderful job of connecting all of us. From sitting at our house, we are able to talk, and also that saves a lot of time. I think that's the best way that IEEE can do such events, wherein we save a lot of fuel as well, a lot of time, lot of fuel. I'm so happy to be here with other wonderful women achievers and the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Tejaswini. And I go to Dr. Deepa Shenoy now.
Hello, good evening. When Ashwini called me and invited me to this show, I was little taken aback because I'm not very comfortable with media, but seeing the other 3 guests, immediately I agreed because I know all the 3 other guests. I know Viji, she's my student. She's from UVC 1992 EC batch, and she's doing extremely well. I'm happy for you, Viji. And me and Ramalatha, our relationship goes back to 2008-9. Since then, we are very good IEEE colleagues and friends. We have attended many meetings together in India and abroad. We have conducted a number of events together. And she is a very prominent figure in the area of IEEE. She has done extremely well. I'm very happy for you, Ramalatha madam. And Tejaswini madam, she doesn't know how I know her. I used to stay in Baswangudi till 2016. Now I have shifted to JP Nagar. And every day I used to walk in the beautiful place Lalbagh. And very often I used to meet her or see her. She doesn't know about this. And madam also participated in our International Leadership Summit conducted by Women in Engineering IEEE Bangalore section. In the year 2016, she came as a guest and she introduced all of us to her foundation, Adamya Chetana. So seeing these three people, immediately I agreed, and here I am. I'm honored. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepa madam. Now to Ramalatha madam.
I was actually first afraid that I will be with all these amazing women and will have to talk to the whole world. But after that, then my thought was that this is another opportunity to reach out to the young and old needy people out there. And here we are. And as Deepa said, I know Deepa very well. And Ashwini called me and asked me whether I can be there on the 12th. I was very happy that Deepa was also going to be there because we have worked very well together. When I saw the website of North Karnataka News and saw the diversity as well as the quality of the programs, I got so many ideas and started sharing the same with my colleagues, my SS12 committee members, and they were like, wow. So I'm humbled to be with all these women here and particularly in this news media and to be interviewed here. So I should say it's a big thank you to the NK network and organizers.
Thank you, madam. And now we go to Viji for her first reactions of the show.
Yeah, actually, Ashwini called me and said I was going to be on TV. So that was like a wow for me because this is the first time, honestly, I'm on TV. And then I just read about News Karnataka and it was really very impressive. So happy Women's Day to all the viewers and thanks News Karnataka and IEEE for having me. And it's also a great opportunity for me because Deepa ma'am was my electrical engineering professor in UVC. I never thought I'll be with a panel with her. This is like something, incredible. Again, like Deepa ma'am, I grew up in Baswangudi. I went to Vijay High School, National College. Ananthkumar was my de facto, my favorite politician. And I knew Tejaswini ma'am so well because of her activities and all that, right? So it's a pleasure to be with all these people on the show. Again, Ramalatha ma'am, I know you probably don't know me, but I've been with the IEEE Women in Technology. So I've driven some conferences and all for the WIT. So I knew about you. So I think I knew about most of the all the three on the panel, and it's a great opportunity and honor to be with all of you on the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Viji, Ramalatha madam, Deepa madam, and Tejaswini madam for your first reactions on the show. And thank you IEEE for bringing together all this wonderful women in their own way. They are doing their work and helping the society in to make a better place to live. And let's move on to the next question, Rajesh.
Yes, okay. It's so amazing to see this lovely ladies on board. So let me start off this question with Dr. Deepa. Dr. Deepa, when did you develop the interest in teaching and research, and how did you accomplish this? If you can tell us so that the younger generation gets motivated.
Okay. I joined my college, University Visvesvaraya College of Engineering, in short, UVC, in the year 1978 as a student. Since then, I am in this college. without any break. And this is my 43rd year in the college. So immediately after my BE in electrical engineering, I joined PG, post-graduation, but my close friend, she took up teaching in the same college. Seeing her teaching, I decided to take up this profession. This is a wonderful profession where you have to be kind more than right. We have to develop the students, their career, their personality, their life, and I'm very satisfied with my profession. So coming to, and I have 2 years to go because our retirement age is 62. I have 2 more years to go before I retire. And coming to research, research should be the integral part of teaching, especially for university teachers. A research degree not only is required for promotion, but also to teach effectively. I have been involved in these wonderful activities for the last 20 years. And I have found out that in order to do research, you should have a wonderful guide and mentor and a team. I'm very lucky about this, and my guide inculcated that research culture in our department, involving all the teachers, UG students and PG students. And our department is one of the best in the university in publishing papers and producing PhDs. Okay, and research is a way of life which improves the quality of life. So I love teaching and doing research. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, Deepa madam, thank you for sharing your life of 43 years in that organization right through. Thank you so much. And we move on to Dr. Ramalatha madam. Madam, what was in your childhood that made you an educator and reach out to students to empower them in various skills, social problems, and people with the special needs, and that too for more than 3 decades? What was in your childhood that made you an educator?
I'm actually a people's person. When I was very young, my uncle used to sit me on his lap and ask me to tell stories. When I grew up, I used to sit with my playmates and tell them different stories. At that time, my grandfather used to comment, I was going to be a teacher one day. But I'm a great rebel. I thought that I will never be a teacher, and so joined a company immediately after I graduated. But after 4 months, I fell sick and I had to move out. After some months, I took a job as an educator. And after that, it was really a hookup for me. It has fascinated me so much since I found that I could mold the students with my crazy ideas, and they, however, make it work. Especially when I talk to the students about the special needs, the people who need it, like in environment or education, whatever it is. My students come up with wonderful ideas and we start talking, and finally somehow it materializes. The international talent show which I run, the IEEE SS12, is an example of how engineering can be inculcated with social responsibility to make it more sustainable. In fact, I started with this project-based learning when I was in my first job itself, and I was appreciated by my peers as well as my head of the department. So that gave me the encouragement. And after that, in every state and every place, I'm not like Deepa ma'am. I have jumped onto so many colleges because of my husband's work. I have been in rural areas, I have been in cities, I have been with women's college, I have been with co-ed colleges, so many, you name it, I have worked there. And in all these places, I have actually given my best to inculcate that project-based learning. And this IEEE SS12 right now has is a product of that work I have done and the encouragement I have received. We started it in the year 2013 and rejuvenated it in 2016. Now, with around 100 volunteers working on the event day and night, The event attracts around 600 participants from 15 countries all over the world. The theme is the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And now we have 5 tracks, including 1 track for women supported by the World Bank, another track for school children supported by the Rotary Club. So the objective is to encourage the innovators to work for humanity and use their knowledge for societal issues around them, at the same time enhancing their skills, of course. I would say that we have fulfilled this objective since many of our participants have gone on to commercialize their products and incubated their companies, and some of them have their own startups right now. We trace and follow their career, sustainability in the career, and we are very proud that we are making good progress in it. So I think I'll stick on with this still for more decades also if I'm alive. Thank you.
When you said I'm people's person, because it really meant for us, because we are people's media. We are working for the people. That's wonderful thought you have, madam, and very nicely expressed. Well, I'm going to Dr. Tejaswini. Dr. Tejaswini, I happened to see your video on Adamya, Chetana. Wonderfully done, and the work what you have been doing is something extraordinary. So what is the objective of this Adamya Chetana? We want to know the journey. I think so. We have a video on that, Valerian.
Yes, let's play the video first. It's for about 2.5 minutes, and then we'll go to the question.
Perfect. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Adamya Chetana is inspired by the indomitable spirit of Srimati Girija Shastri, mother of Shri Ananthkumar, Member of Parliament from Bangalore South constituency. What started as a small effort in 1997 has today grown into a mammoth movement, touching the lives of lakhs of school students, poor and underprivileged in society. Adamya Chetana, in partnership with state and central governments through its Annapurna project, is providing hot, nutritious midday meals to over 2 lakh underprivileged and needy students every day in the cities of Bangalore, Hubballi, Kalaburgi and Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Aata Paata, Play and Learn, a unique mobile educational resource facility. Arogya Chetana, health insurance scheme for children to take care of their healthcare need. Shikshaka Chetana, to empower school teachers. Chinnara Chetana, an informative monthly wall magazine, are some of the various activities undertaken by Adamya Chetana. Our commitment towards social activism, our holistic approach of Anna, Akshara, Arogya, and commitment towards social activism are manifested in our actions. Mother Nature is most adored at Adamya Chetana. Every single step, every single process at Adamya is in sync with our resolve to preserve the environment.
In your mind to
Several initiatives that were started to conserve nature are embedded into our systems.
People will look upon with your name.
Over 72,000 meals per day and no garbage at the kitchen. Unbelievable.
At this moment.
Yes, it is a way of life at Annapurna, Bengaluru.
So busy
every day, over
things
1,000 liters of nutritionally rich starch produced in the process is used in sambar.
In other words,
in the early days, our kitchen generated over 300 kgs of garbage every day. Since 2011, we are generating no garbage.
To sum it all,
Vegetable peels are used as cattle feed and also as input for compost. The kitchen at Bengaluru started its operations with LPG as fuel, switched over to diesel, and is presently on biofuel. It is over half a decade now since Annapurna is saving nearly 1 lakh liters of diesel and over 12,500 LPG cylinders every year. Renewable non-petroleum briquettes are used as fuel in the biomass stove which generates steam to cook food. These briquettes are made from organic agricultural waste.
Yeah, it's a very nice video, Valerian. I'm happy to say it really impressed me. Actually, yesterday we did this on decomposting.
Right.
It's a similar thing. Like, you know, she has done everything in that. Everything is in that thing. So let us have a word with Dr. Tejaswini. Please, it's all yours.
Thank you. In like you are asking about the objectives of Adamya Chetana.
Yes, yeah.
Like the video was showing. Thank you for playing the video because many things are explained in a shorter period.
Correct.
So Anna Akshara Arogya. It's food, education, and health. Basically, we should have access of quality food, quality education, and quality health for all. That is the main objective. And when government of India made the midday meal mandatory in 2003, of course, till then we were working in various other areas, but making food for in a big way was a big challenge, arranging funds and logistics. But when government involved in midday meal, then we thought, I think that is the most important one. One good meal, nutritious meal can solve many problems, and especially for the young children. And that's where we entered into midday meal. In fact, even in IEEE's earlier international event, I was saying cooking is not just an art; it is an engineering. That's what that's what I learned. And when I had to, because as a woman, it's a phase where when children are young, husbands get into very important portfolio, then it becomes very difficult for us to take care of everything. And especially the role of a wife when you become a wife of a cabinet minister, it became very difficult for me to take care of my office, home. That time I decided to quit my job. But of course, somewhere in back in mind, I wanted to do something, wanted to contribute to society in a small way as a wife of minister, wife of a MP, and also as a responsible citizen, how I can spend my spare time. That was the whole idea, and we started Adamya Chetana in a small way, and we are lucky that we are able to run 4 kitchens, reach out to around 2 lakh children, and also these two main areas of running a zero garbage kitchen, that not sending even 1 gram for to Bangalore Municipal Corporation as a waste. Instead, we consume daily 1 ton of waste for fuel. So that is, I think, always think that applying engineering into our day-to-day work, wherever, whatever you are doing. Otherwise, I have absolutely no cooking background. But I thought, why not implement these things and demonstrate? And that's what we tried, this fossil-free fuel kitchen and also zero garbage kitchen, apart from preparing nutritious food. That's the, I think that is in nutshell.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, Dr. Tejaswini. The 3 things that you are doing, Anna, Akshara, and Arogya, ಬಹುಶಃ ಇದು ಈ ಮೂರು ಆದಿಂದ ಬಂದ ಈ ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಇಷ್ಟವಾದವು. ಮತ್ತು ಈ 3 ಅನ್ನ, ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಅಕ್ಷರ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನ ಇಡ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. That's great.
Just a coincidence, you see, she's in 3 EEE and 3 AAA.
Yeah, to put it nicely. Yes, very good, Rajesh. And IEEE and another AAA.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It's a nice thing. Nobody had find this word. Nice.
Very good. Very good. Very nice. And let's go to the very energetic Viji now. And my question comes to her. What made you so passionate about technology? What did you do in Qualcomm for women empowerment? Viji?
Sure, Valerian. So maybe I'll start with my high school. So when I was actually growing up, right, in high school, I used to love physics and maths. So I was very clear I wanted to be an engineer, but my father wanted me to be a doctor. So I actually didn't even bother to submit the biology CET paper. So I came home after my maths CET, and he was shocked why she didn't go for biology. Then I said, I'm very, very clear. I want to be in go to BE electronics. And at that point of time, UBC electronics was my aim. So I had an aim like an Arjuna, you can say. Like we have that story, right? Arjuna saw only the eye of the fish or whatever, right?
Correct.
So that's how I wanted to be very much an electronics engineer, and I joined UBC. And then when I was working on like digital electronics, circuits, analog, and all that, right? So I knew I wanted to be a hardware engineer. But at that point in Bangalore, the jobs were just picking up. There were software jobs, but very few hardware jobs. So when I used to work on microprocessor, I knew this company Intel in Silicon Valley, California. So I was thinking, how do I go there? Then I thought, let me do my master's in electronics in the US. But then it was like 1992, you can imagine, right? Coming from a very middle class family, my parents were very, very unwilling to send me to the US. So I almost went on a hunger strike. I said, I have to, I cannot work in software. I want to be a hardware engineer. I'm going. Then I went, did my master's in VLSI. And till today, I'm very proud to say that I'm an electronics engineer. So after my graduation in VLSI, I moved to Silicon Valley. I got job in Synopsys at that point of time, which is an EDA software company. And after 2 years, I got into Intel, which was kind of my dream come true. And then what happened after 7 years, Intel actually set up a division in Bangalore. So by then, Bangalore itself became Silicon Valley, like parallel to California. So I thought then it was actually a good opportunity for me to move back to India. I want to be in India. So it's nice to be back home and also work in electronics. I moved with Intel back to Intel Bangalore from Intel Santa Clara. And then I got another opportunity at LSI, which is now Broadcom, to start a team there. So I moved there, and a few years later, I joined Qualcomm. And now I've been with Qualcomm for 13 years, and I work on Snapdragon chips that pretty much empower everybody's mobile phone these days.
Right.
So yes, so I was very, very passionate. I was very clear. I want to be a hardware engineer. And my latest accomplishment that I'm very proud of, I worked on some of the IP, which is like circuits, which actually power Aragon, like it's called a Snapdragon chip, that's in Mars rover. So it's right now on Mars. So that was the latest accomplishment. So right from very high school, it's been my passion to be in electronics. And now at Qualcomm, there's an employee support group called Qualcomm Women in Science and Engineering. Now it's called Q Women, Qualcomm Women. So the main motivation behind this Q Women is basically empowering women in technology, both professionally and personally, not just at Qualcomm, but outside Qualcomm also. So we go outreach to women or high school girls, encourage them to take up science and technology, mathematics. So this platform basically provides for all the Q women or the Qualcomm women to get together, and we have a lot of networking opportunities, leadership talks. And I'm also on the staff of Qualcomm Bangalore staff, we call it. So I'm like the bridge between the Q women and the staff. So during COVID especially, right, there was actually absolutely no help available at one point of time. So I was actually trying to basically see how helping women, how they can balance their work and family and the work as well. So yes, from day one, this is how, yes, I've been very, very passionate about technology, and I've been in it.
Wow.
Wow, that's very, very motivating for the young viewers who are watching this show. How, if you are passionate, where you can reach, you know, and the dream of a passionate person takes to Intel, and the dream gets fulfilled. Wonderful, Viji, your story and what you're doing at Qualcomm, and nice to hear that chip in Mars. That's a really amazing. Let's take a small break now, and we'll be back soon. Viewers, don't go away. We will be back very soon.
Quick Accounting and Advisory LLC, Abu Dhabi. Accounting is the bloodline of your business. We provide accurate and timely accounting with day-to-day reports on cash flow, profit and loss, and balance sheet. You do business and leave accounts to us. We will manage it for you. Call Quick Accounting and Advisory LLC at +971 50 7123 965 or visit www.quickaa.com today. Quick Accounting for perfect business.
Again, Rajesh, please continue the show.
Okay, that's good. Well, this question is to Dr. Ramalatha. Dr. Ramalatha, you have received so many awards, but which is the one you cherish the most and why? Well, I'll continue some more questions including this. Also, please tell us your viewers about the social innovations through science and technology for the benefit of humanity and your most challenging project till now. And how do you propose to overcome all the challenges?
Actually, your question is like, out of your children, which child you like most?
No, we never meant like that, but everyone, we never.
Okay. See, actually, I have developed so many projects for people with dyslexia, autism, epilepsy, drop foot, and even for pregnant women. In fact, the ankle foot orthosis with hybrid technology for the people with the drop foot has been patented. And apart from that, we go out to find out problems in the environment, like we have given electricity to a particular area called Sompur in Karnataka. It's a tribal village. And in Kempanaikanpalayam, which is near Coimbatore, we found that the water was filthy. It couldn't stay clean for more than 6 hours. And we provided an indigenous filter with the help of moringa seeds to clean the water. And these projects actually have gained me the recognition as well as the awards that I have actually received. I've delivered invited talks, as Ashwini said in my introduction, in various universities like Japan, Vietnam, USA, even Spain, Australia, and even in research organizations. Google Mountain View invited me because they have a special needs support group and they wanted my assistive technology projects to be explained to their special needs support group. So I have explained how we go out and get the problem from the actual community itself for our projects. So all these recognitions as well as the awards from IEEE, the Government of Tamil Nadu, Lions Club, Anita Borg Institute, all these were received because of the hard work my students as well as my colleagues and I put in. I cherish every one of them very much. And in fact, I would like to thank my friends, students, as well as colleagues who have worked with me on these projects and who have unselfishly let me receive the award. In fact, right now we are doing one project for the pregnant women where we are trying to find out the stress based problems the women get during their pregnancy period, whether it has any impact on their pregnancy complications as well as the birth defects of the unborn child. And for this, my students are the ones who work on this project. They go out, take the interview of so many pregnant women and come back, and we compile the data, we work on it, we discuss and do everything and do the publications. Even my undergraduate students who work with me have at least one publication with IEEE. So this is the gift I give them and the recognition and the award they get for it. So I feel that whatever I get, my students and my colleagues also get. So I cherish each and every one award. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but what is that most challenging project till now, and how do you overcome these challenges?
Okay, the most challenging project was the one which I just described.
Yeah.
Getting the data of the pregnant women, you wouldn't believe it. When we go and talk to the pregnant women in the hospitals, after a lot of discussion with the hospital authorities, getting the permission, then going and talking to the women, it takes a lot of difficulty for us. And after that, we find that the women are not very forthcoming with the true answers. And in addition, for women, I have done so many projects, especially right now I'm working on a particular project called Returning Mothers Project. This is to find out how many women actually take up a break and they don't come back. So we are actually losing a lot of talent pool because of the break they take. And I found out only because many of my brilliant women students did not pursue their careers after they were married. And again, when I explored further, I talked to many people and started a workshop on this returning mothers, and called the women for the workshop in the wish of giving them some upskilling and also some mentoring for bringing them up so that they can work on coming back to the workforce. My God, women are not ready to come back. Women are not ready to even take up the hand that is extended to them. So right now we are trying to find out ways of connecting with the women earlier, rather than connecting to the women who have gone on the break. We are connecting to the women who are actually about to go for the break, and asking them to work with us towards the mentorship as well as the upskilling, keeping up the network alive, especially in the workforce when they come back after the break. So in all these, in both of these projects, actually the World Bank is helping me connect with the women along with IEEE Computer Society and Women in Engineering also. So the challenge is the mindset of the women. They don't want to open up and tell their problems so that it can be mitigated or solutions can be found.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Ramalatha. For Rajesh, I wonder how many people are in this world who are doing such work amongst us.
No, actually, when we started the show, Valerian, we can see so many talents, and people see the multiple things these ladies do. It's actually we are also getting motivated by what you people are doing. That's wonderful.
Yes, of course. And let's move on to Dr. Deepa. After 35 years in teaching and research, what's the best part of your career which stands out and brings you satisfaction?
There are many, but I highlight 3 or 4. So in my long tenure as a teacher and a professor, I took up many responsibilities. Whatever was given to me, I used to take. I was the chairperson of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering UVC for 2 years. And this is the largest department in the university with 1,000+ students. And it was a challenging job. I took care of placement and training center of UVC, and that is the first lady placement center of UVC for 5 years. And I see that when I was the placement officer, the market was very good, and we used to offer 5 jobs per student, up to 5 jobs. And this responsibility, I feel very, very satisfying. But the 2 proud moments, what I want to share is these 2. I became the Dean of Engineering in March 2020, first lady Dean in the history of UVC of 104 years.
Oh.
I'm extremely happy for that. I need not be very talented for that, but somehow with the correct administration, I was placed second in the seniority list. It is according to seniority, not due to my talent. Somehow the seniority list was corrected, and I was placed in the correct position, due to which I got this tenure as a dean for 2 years. And through this responsibility, I'm trying to improve the academic atmosphere in the college. Okay. Then the moment in my life as a teacher in UVC is when I hoisted the national flag in my college on 26th January 2020. This ritual is usually performed by the principal of the college, but on that day, our principal was away on some personal family event and gave me in charge. Okay. And I hoisted the flag and I felt so happy, which can never be parallel with any treasure or anything in life. The same college where you joined as a student and hoisting the flag and rising to that level, one has to be extremely lucky. And I am lucky. I'm lucky, I feel, because of my hard work. This is the picture which you are showing. Because of my true love to college, and many more things. So I have some message to my students and ladies. My message is get educated well, engage in some activity, which is very important, persevere to excel, have a hobby. I have many hobbies like doing yoga. Then I try to learn dancing. I started very late. I started at the age of 55. I pursued up to 59, and I gave many dance shows also, especially in IEEE conferences and events. My dance show used to be very exclusive. And then I have one picture of that. And I walk, I don't run, I walk marathon. Usually with my students, we have a separate t-shirt for that. For my PhD students, we have a separate t-shirt with about the college. We have written on the t-shirt, and every month we try to run on different tracks. And TCS marathon, we have tried to run. This is the picture. So that is one of my passions. So have some hobby, have some passion, take care of your family and friends, try to be fit. Very important. If you want to achieve something in life, one has to be very fit. Without that, it is impossible to achieve something. That's why have some exercise regime and enjoy life.
And the best part is, most satisfaction is to see Viji and you both together on the same panel.
Yeah, I don't run like Viji, because the marathon also I started a little late, but I can walk whenever I go to Bangalore University for any meeting. Sometimes I wear my track shoe and go. I walk at least 4 kilometers inside the university and then come back. I plan for the walk more than the meeting. That's how every minute I try to enjoy.
Madam, you are starting dancing from 55 and then up to 59 motivates me to start dancing.
Yes, certainly. Anybody can.
Yeah, what do you say, Viji? You are a student. She is still motivating, right? Viji?
Yes, of course. Yes, Deepa ma'am was always my role model, because she was probably the only women professor we had in that whole men thing, right? So she was very, very inspiring from the day one. So
wonderful, madam. You are motivating not only the youngsters and also the people of age to be fit and enjoy life. Wonderful.
And look at Deepa ma'am, right? Does she look like she's going to retire in 2 years?
I am surely not. Surely not. She may retire. She may retire, but not from the active life she is in.
Yeah. I want to teach yoga for government school children. I want to be a yoga trainer. I want to take care of my grandchild, which I'm not getting the chance because of my busy schedule. I'm waiting for that. And yoga is my passion. I want to teach government school children and go to take one school and teach yoga and see the effect of yoga on their studies and education. That's my project after retirement, and keep in touch with technology. It's very easy now. Google is the master. You Google it, you get any information, and through Google, I want to keep in touch with technology. These are few projects after my retirement.
All right. All right. Let's move on, Rajesh.
Yeah, okay. It's when we hear all this, it's quite interesting to go on talking. That's very nice. Okay, let me go to Viji. Viji, when I heard this hashtag choose to challenge hashtag, what is this about? Like, what is this challenge is about?
So this year, the International Women's Day theme was to choose to challenge. So I actually chose a challenge to basically question the gender stereotypes, right? And the unconscious bias. So what do I mean by this gender stereotype? So maybe because of the stereotypical expectations, as for the girls, it's expected that they will just get married and find a good guy, get married, settle down, right? So parents are not so keen about education. For us, for boys, it's very different. So what happens is, as you grow up, and let's say you take up a profession also, right? And even there, people will think like, oh, she's a woman. Can she take up a travel job? Can she take up a more demanding career, right? And it's always about like, for women, we are expected to like either choose a career path, or we have to compromise and take care of kids and family. But for men, like when they have kids, nobody is going to question whether they have to step back or something like that, right? And this actually continues through your professional. It's not only men who question this stereotype, have this stereotypical behavior. It's also women. What I've heard is like, even some cases, even women discriminate women. Like, so this year, that's why I chose this topic of I should question this stereotypical biases and unconscious biases. And even when we actually, like in my case, right, when I actually took only about 6 weeks of maternity leave, and I actually came back and I was doing like a 8 to 5 kind of a job, and everybody was like, how come you are back so early? How do you do it all? But whereas for my husband, because he has an equal partnership in this parenting jig, right? Nobody questions him. How come you're back to office, right? So I think we should probably not have only maternity leave. We should probably have like a family leave. So when managers know even guys are going to go on a paternity leave, I think equally they'll make sure that both are kept in the loop, right? So because I've seen like when women are like towards 8 or 9 months pregnant, they're automatically left out of like projects, or they're not given important roles or important project work because they think that, or they may not even come back type of a thing, right? So I think, yeah, it's very, very important that we question this unconscious bias and ensure that women are also treated fairly. So that's why I actually chose this. Yes, I'm going to question the stereotypic behavior and the unconscious bias. And at Qualcomm, we are consciously making sure to eliminate this unconscious bias. So we are always educating the first level managers, the next level managers. Even let's say they have employees who are going on maternity leave, right? So we try to provide them alternates or ensure that there is always a helping hand that when the woman actually goes on the maternity leave. Even when we are doing like we have something called an annual review. So we make sure that everybody is treated fairly. Let's say both men and women population. We look at, are they all getting promoted at the same rates? Are they all getting top ratings, right? So these are some of the things that at least I'm trying to do at this stage in my career to help out other women, that they're not really hurt by this unconscious bias. And that's what I chose to challenge this year, Rajesh.
I liked when you said paternity leave for the men now, because anyway, we are done. I don't have leave also now. But it's a good concept to get into, yeah.
Yes, of course. I just, when you talk, Viji, I remembered advertisement, why only the boys should have all the fun. Do you remember that advertisement?
Yes, why should boys have all the fun,
All
right?
the fun.
Yes.
Okay, so it's quite right, and it's amazing. I think you know that Yogita Raghuvanshi is one of the first woman truck driver in India.
That's right. Yes.
Yes. So why should everything to be left with women? Everything is possible. I mean, with men, everything is possible for women. And very nice to hear that you are working in Qualcomm for the empowerment of women. Now,
And actually, if you see Valerian, people like Tejaswini who are trying to educate, giving education more importance, see
right.
that thing, that is going to empower the women. Education is the most important thing which is going to come up. That's the thing. Yeah.
Because that is from the young age you nurture that that mind, to be disciplined, to be health conscious, cleanliness, and all those things. And I think girl children are, if they are empowered, they can definitely bring changes in the society. Very well. Yeah. Let's take a break, Rajesh.
Okay. Done.
Yeah, let's take a break now, and we'll be back shortly.
Regal Storage Systems. Please contact us for intelligent storage solutions for archive, museums, warehouse, and shopping malls. Contact us at PO Box 51098, Abu Dhabi, UAE. Telephone number 971-2672-8062. Also visit our website www.regalstoragesystems.com.
Okay, back to live, and my last question comes to Dr. Tejaswini now. You are running dozens of projects, madam, under Adamya Chetana. Please tell about these projects, and how do you think they will make our people Atmanirbhar?
Multiple projects with big project as my midday meal program, big huge green kitchen, and one more which I always like that project is involving more and more volunteers into our work, and I'm very happy to share with you is we have a big team of volunteers, women volunteers especially, and they are, like I can say, is rejoining, I can say, and many are engineers as well. And it's so happy that, okay, for various reasons including me, I couldn't continue my engineering profession, which was my own choice, but then involving ourselves with more serious work, sometimes I feel it is more, I am today doing more important work than probably getting into that monotonous 9 to 5 job. I don't know. But anyway, like that, many women are able to join us and continue these multiple projects. And as you know, women are used to multitasking. We have no time hours like 24/7 doing something or the other. But I try to pull many of these volunteers into this social work, doing something for the nation, contributing for the society. And I always feel that is Atmanirbhar. What is Atmanirbhar? There is a shloka that the one where makes your Atma happy, you happy, and make you independent, feel happy. And maybe especially when you do something for the others, not for yourself but for others. And I feel that is Atmanirbhar, and especially education and also empowering women. Now that is many a times, women of middle age, after they many times they quit their job and they say, "Oh, I am only a housewife." That's a typical reply when we say, "What are you doing?" But I try to bring in that no, you as a along with taking care of your house, which you are doing it wonderfully, you are able to give out your time for the society. And I think that is real Atmanirbhar. And now we have shown the whole world and even Karnataka that this volunteer team can cook, go to all the way, go to Rajasthan on Rajyotsava Day and cook bisibede bath. Since last 14 years, our Adamya Chetana is working in Jodhpur, cooking some 60,000 chapatis a day and cooking bisibede bath in that remote place in India. And I think bringing that confidence and doing it, these works, I always call it as Atmanirbhara for working for the country.
Yes, Dr. Tejaswini, very nice. The very fact that you are the education, the akshara that you are doing, and especially the empowerment of girl children, I'm sure that is where they are going to be self-reliant, Atmanirbhar in their future life. Wonderful
More
to
than
know.
in education, sorry, I just add in
Yeah.
any of these areas, I always feel more than just teaching in the classroom, it
Right.
is we need role models. Why we made our kitchen zero garbage is educating about climate change, global warming. Best instead of doing the theory classes and seminars, this is the best model where you don't generate any waste and also your entire fuel comes from the waste material.
Correct.
So that's one kind of education which we tried by doing it ourselves. First person individual, first do it yourself approach.
Right, right. Wonderfully, you have done, and let your work in Adamya Chetana continue, and let it bring happiness to our rural children and help in rural development of India. Now we are coming to the close of the show, and this is the question to all of you, which we asked to all the guests from 2018. We are asking the same question. What's your call to support News Karnataka and why? I will start with Viji first and then followed by others. Viji, what's your call to support News Karnataka and why?
So as a proud Kannadiga, right, it gives me an immense pleasure to see an online news channel that's dedicated to Kannadigas. I think I would like to quote Kuvempu here, Yelle iru, yente iru, entendo ni Kannadavagiru. So I really want to wish you the best of luck and keep on doing the good work. I read about your channel. I'll start viewing your channel. I'll tell all my friends. And please continue to provide information that's educative and inspiring to all of us. And my humble request, please stop sensationalizing issues and stop the breaking news culture. Thank you.
We have never done that, and for the past 7 years, we are suffering because of not making the TRPs and the sensational news. And that's no problem for us. We are talking about the people, their achievements, and what they can contribute to the society. And this part, nobody wants to see it and view it. But still, we have not. We are continuing from 7 years to do that. We are concentrating on people, and we are bringing the good news to the people that people are the who can make the change in this world. And good work we depict, we show them to the world. Thank you for your advice.
Definitely
We will never go into the TRPs and sensational breaking news. Will do that. And thank you. And we'll go to Ramalatha madam.
I have always been interested in introducing novelty wherever I serve. I signed MOU with California State University and Universal Studios to introduce assistive technology and animation and gaming in the curriculum, which was kind of crazy at the time. But this has gained popularity now, and in fact, this will help the women who want to work from home to have a career. They can be freelancers. Similar to that, News Karnataka is an amazing platform with a different outlook for the young people to who wish to sustain their careers because of the various upskilling programs, support for entrepreneurship and education. And I think I'm very much hooked up on your special column, and my activities also align with these objectives, and the topics seem to be very current and very relevant to my activities, which I think can synergize into bringing a network of active people around and help each other. So I'm like Viji, I'm just going to follow News Karnataka always. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Ramalatha. And for your information, we are a people's corporate, and our desk is independent of the shareholders, and we are crowd-funded company, and we never interfere with the desk. The desk is independent. That's why our news are very independent, and they are being done with utmost care, and keeping everything true and always true. I go to Dr. Deepa, Madam. You are called to support News Karnataka, and why?
According to me, any channel which delivers good content should be supported. Okay, it takes 1 minute, but I want to share the story. When a reporter joined a new job, he was supposed to report some incident. He was sitting near a circle, and one bus was coming from the wrong side. Okay, he went to the bus, stopped the bus, and he averted the accident. Okay, when he reported this, he was immediately removed from the job. They told that, why did you stop the accident? Accident should have happened, and this would have become a shocking and good news for the entire day. So you stopped that, so you are sacked from the job. See, this should not be the criteria to promote the content. The content should be very good, because people, hundreds and thousands of people are seeing the channel, seeing the TV. It should be of quality, according to me. And I really like the village tourism and the village tour programs. I wish all the best for your channel, and I try to follow this channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Deepa.
When you said that the person was waiting for this one, it is so much a thing that if there is an accident also, people are ready to take a photograph and send it across in the WhatsApp instead of going and helping them.
Yes. That culture should stop, according to me.
Thank you, Madam Deepa, for your information. Our News Kannada app is more than 100,000 downloads already. Thank you. Thank you for motivating us, and we will do wonderfully well with your support. And lastly, coming to Dr. Tejaswini, what is your call to support News Karnataka, and why, Madam?
Yeah, first of all, I'm thankful to you for conducting this wonderfully well, this particular program wherein I could meet and hear not only me, so many men and women are able to get motivated from wonderful women like Dr. Deepa, Srimati Ramalatha, and Viji. It's really so happy to listen to them, and it was really wonderful. And like Mrs. Viji was saying, even I remembered the quote of Kuvempu, O Yanna Chetana, Aguni Aniketana. Aniketana is beyond the boundaries. And I think this kind of today's online medium has there's no limit. You can really grow, get into various areas, various topics, and really contribute like in a positive way. It is, although today with this rush of breaking news and just the sensational news, giving a good positive news and good positive messages is very important. And I'm sure News Karnataka, with your wonderful track record, will be you are doing it, and I wish you all the best. Please, Aguni Anuketana is my dream for News Karnataka.
Thank you, Madam Tejaswini, and Dr. Ramalatha, Dr. Deepa, and Viji, for your wishes to News Karnataka. And thank you, first of all, coming here, sharing your experiences and thoughts, and during this continuous month of women special, We will continue to show the achievements of women during our shows. And we also request you to highlight to us or give context to us the people who are less known in this world, but they are doing wonderful works for the humanity, so that we can show them to the world and their work and service. And again, thank you, Dr. Ramalatha Madam, Deepa Madam, Viji, and Dr. Tejaswini for coming to the show and sharing your experiences and motivating our viewers and youngsters. Thank you once again. And with my co-host Rajesh Sequeira, I end this show. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.